Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Haba, Nick, or not Haba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And I got a little special one for today. I've never done anything like this, so if you do enjoy, please leave a like, comment down below. Let me know of other cool ideas I could do. I'd obviously like to keep doing like the how to make da-da-da type beat, that sort of stuff, because you guys seem to love that. But I also want to mix in some fun videos like this, because I don't know where it's gonna go. But you guys are probably like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, let me show you. So for today's video, as you could tell from the title, we're gonna be using this wheel. It is from Wheel Decide, and I named it the Haba Wheel of Greatness. We're gonna be using this wheel, and it's gonna be helping us to create a beat. So what I mean by that is, I just came up with, I'm gonna allow it to pick 2 of these instruments that I put on there for options. I'm gonna have it pick the BPM. I'm gonna have it pick a lot of different things. We're gonna implement it as much as possible and just see what type of beat comes out of it. I think it's gonna switch up how I do things quite a bit, and I think we can make something cool. Yeah, let's hop right into it. All right, so like I said, first things first, we're gonna start with our melody. No, not first things first. All right, so we're actually gonna be using Google's random number generator, and for our minimum, I'm just gonna put 70 for, this is gonna be for our BPM, and for our maximum, I'm gonna put 200, and let's see what our BPM is gonna be. 162, that's pretty solid. So I'm gonna set that really quick. And now we're gonna go back over to the Haba Wheel of Greatness, trademark pending or patent pending, whatever the saying is. And we're just gonna give it a spin. And like I said, we're doing 2 of these. All right, so we got strings for our melody, and what's the second element gonna be? Strings and horns. Whoa. Okay. All right. That'll be interesting. And then I also want to do one more wheel, and once I have it ready, I'll show you. All right. So we're gonna have it decide whether we're gonna start with our melody or our drums first as well. So let's see. All right, so we're starting with our melody, so I will come back to the wheel in a bit. I'm gonna go work on my melody. All right, so horns and strings. I don't make really any beats with just horns and strings, so this is already like a new twist. Might have to be some championship vibes. I might have to really mess with them, make it sound a little different. But for strings, I'm gonna just open up the solo violin off the rip. And for horns, I think I'm gonna go into Contact. All right, this finally loaded, and I was just messing around on my MIDI keyboard, and I think I found a sick melody for the horns. So I'm gonna start with that. This is in the key of A minor or C major. If you didn't know, all the white keys on a keyboard, piano, whatever, is in the scale of C major or A minor. Just a little FYI for you. Oh, this BPM's really fast. It might not work with this melody, or I'm gonna have to maneuver it in a different way. Okay, let's try this. I can't cheat the video. The wheel and the random number generator decided on our fate. I have to adapt to that fate, and we will. Don't y'all worry. This will turn out just fine, I hope. So help me, Lord. Nope, I'm just gonna make a different melody. This BPM does not support that melody. All right, so I'm gonna go with this for the basis of my horns. Yeah, I'm gonna press Alt S just to strumize them a touch. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Now I'm gonna press Alt R to randomize the velocities a little bit. All right, right, so I think this is sounding good. I'm just gonna mess it a little bit more. Maybe do something like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go like this actually instead. Just gives it a little bit more something, and that's something I like a lot more. So now I'm gonna grab my violin. So I'm gonna use that for my pattern, at least for now. I'm just gonna swap up the sound. I totally forgot a harp was a stringed instrument. Well, that changes the game. Okay, so I'm going to make a harp melody, potentially, if I find one that fits. And yeah. Oh, and also, I guess, you know, a guitar is a stringed instrument as well, but because I mean, I had it up there as an option, so I'm not gonna include that as a stringed instrument. All right, so I like this harp pattern I just came up with. I literally just like used the notes of the chords if I bring this down an octave, except for the last note, I just dropped it like one note in the scale, or sometimes two. So that's how I came up with that. So I'm gonna open up another expand and see what other options I've got. Oh, I kind of like this little pattern I was just doing. Okay. Yeah, I really like this. If you're curious, it's the bright pizzicato. Yeah, that one. I don't know if I said that right. I know that word, I don't know if I ever pronounced it. So I'm gonna roll with that for now. Now we're gonna start working on drums, and for the order I do my drums, we're gonna use the wheel. We might use the wheel a little bit more on this one. We'll see. All right, so I have a wheel here, and I have the options 808, sub bass, or both. And this is gonna decide whether or not we use an 808 or a sub bass, or if we're gonna use both of them. So let's see what we get. All right, so we got 808, so no sub bass for this one. That's good to know. So now we're gonna decide, oh wait. So now we're gonna decide whether or not we use a kick. So let's see. All right, so no kick. Let me just write that down. And now, what else? All right, so now I've put pretty much all the drum elements I typically use up on to its own wheel. So now we're gonna figure out which one we're starting with. All right, so we are starting with a snare, and I'm gonna use a clap for like on the, you guys know like where the clap hits. So this is kind of like the supporting snare type deal. All right, so now we are gonna start with the snare. And for this kit, I'm gonna just be using the Danny Rome kit. Maybe we can make a video in the future where like I somehow use the number generator to pick what sounds I used and all that too. We can go really in depth. But for this one, the first one, we're gonna keep it a little more lighter. I mean, we could even go as deep as like what VSTs I'm allowed to use, like what mixing VSTs, whether I'm allowed to even add like EQs, that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Just let me know other ideas down in the comments, and maybe we can get that going. So I'm gonna grab this Choppa snare. Oh, it's so weird. I'm gonna go with this for a pattern, at least for now. Yeah, fuck it. And I actually add this one in here as well. So we got this. So we got our snare. Now we're gonna go back to our wheel. We're gonna spin it again to see what we add next. Ooh, so we're gonna add perks next. This is so weird. I like never add these without a clap, so this is like pretty new. So I'm gonna add this bongo first off. I just gotta hope this all sounds good, like with the clap and everything. But yeah. I'm gonna look for a couple more perks. I'm not gonna just do one, you know, take the easy road out. I'm gonna add this guy. We're gonna go like that. I'm gonna add this guy as well. I'm gonna go look in a couple other packs and see if I can find some more perks to add. So I'm gonna add this coin toss. Fuck it, why not, right? All right, we're going back to the wheel. Let's see what we get next. Oh, we got the 808 now. All right. We're moving, dude. We're gonna get the clap last, and then it's all gonna sound so bad. Oh no, I have faith in my ability. All right, 808. I think I'm gonna run with the snare, but we might switch it up because we don't have a kick. And I just said we're running with the snare 808. It's the spins 808. My bad. But yeah, let's do this. So for your 808s, in order to keep them in tune, follow your root notes. I promise it isn't hard. I believe in you. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm gonna maybe add a couple like off the wall things in here just to make it more fun, you know? Why not? So this is gonna be my 808 pattern. I guess it's really not that crazy. And I swapped it to the Zay 808 because I think it sounds better when you don't have a kick. I think the Zay is a little bit better than the spins. At least in my opinion. You can tell me I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter. Music's all subjective. But now we're gonna go back to our wheel and see what we get next. Open hat. All right, let's get it. All right, so this is gonna be my open hat pattern. I might add a little something here. All right, let's see. Okay, so we've still got hi-hat and clap left. The things I typically add first. I guess that's the whole point of this. We already got 808. We're just looking for hi-hat and clap. Oh, come on. I believe in you, Wheel of Greatness. Hook me up. All right, there we go. So we got the clap, and then I'm gonna do the hi-hat after that because that's the only last option. Oh, this might just tie this together beautifully. Oh yeah. I like this beat a lot, dude. I'm gonna have to let the wheel decide for me more often. So now I'm gonna grab a hi-hat. I think I'm gonna ride with this south side one. So I'm gonna use this as a hi-hat pattern. Pretty simple, but it's getting the job done. And now that we have that, I'm gonna just mix this beat out and lay it all out. So I've got this beat all mixed out. I'm just gonna throw my master on it, and that is just Fruity Parametric EQ1 with the lows, mids, and highs boosted a touch, and a Fruity Soft Clipper default settings. But yeah, now that we have that, I'm just gonna lay the beat out, and then we can all get on with our days, and you know, yeah. All right, so I've got this beat all laid out here. I'm gonna roll through it as y'all hear it, so let's get it. The beginning here is just the horns, as you can hear. And then it's gonna go into the pre-hook where I brought in the violin and the other set of strings, the pizzicato, you know I know words. And then everything comes in for the first 8 of the hook except for the thuggin' perk. I wait to bring that in for the second 8. And then it's gonna drop into the verse, and for the whole verse, I get rid of the horns and I get rid of the pizzicato strings for the first half. And then for the second half, I bring back the pizzicato strings with the harp. And then for the bridge, I bring back just the horns and then the violin for the second half of the bridge. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see from me in the future. Please subscribe, helps me a ton. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know you want to see more stuff like this. This was a lot of fun, and I'm actually I'm really surprised with how the beat turned out. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys do too. But this is your boy Haba, Nick, or Haba, and I'm out. Peace. Skrrr.